What the hell is up, you fucking cunts? It is episode 11 for the big brains sitting in the back of the class who are keeping track. It is the 12th total episode. What? That's what I'm talking about. Fulcrum again returns to helm yet another episode of the podcast. Resident Bummer, of course. Quarter of a year. Next episode. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Resident Bummer lives on. Although, honestly, it's less of a product, and it's always been more of a concept in my mind. It's so pretentious. Anyways, I am not really too sick anymore, which is nice, but I don't know, I've been coughing still, so who knows what will happen this episode. Motivation check is going to be like, I don't know, I was feeling kind of tired before I started the episode, so maybe like a 7.2. Thought it was going to be closer to an 8, but that's fine. Now that the dumb pile of dog shit I like to call an intro is over with, I guess we can go ahead and start. I'm going to try and blast through this. I'm feeling a little tired right now. Let's see, what day is this? This is Friday, April 4th. Oh boy, big day of entries. Good God. At 1:10 a.m., I wonder how I forgot that there was a second Dungeons & Dragons episode with Mike's son. What is Mike Ehrmantraut from Community, of course. I'm trying to remember the character's actual name. It's crazy the things that you'll draw blanks on. I mean, I've watched, at this point, I think I'm on my third or fourth watch through, maybe. I can't remember. Well, to be fair, the seasons where he shows up, there are some episodes that dip in quality, but, oh well. Excuse me, I just had to burp real quick. But his son in the show Community is that evil dude from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yet another actor / character name that is just escaping me. It's crazy. After this, I go to bed. 7:45 a.m. I wake up. My sister's dogs are staying the night at my place, and they are just an absolute nuisance in the morning. They howl, and they whine, and they bitch. Throughout the morning. It's kind of crazy how long it goes on for, so I can't fall back asleep, of course. Next entry is at 8:55 a.m. I failed to inform the Resident Bummer community of the different words I have invented. I don't know if I'm going to go through, definitions right now of these fake words that I've invented. I don't know. It's just fun. Try not to judge me. It's just me being weird. I feel like that's sort of a part of my brand. The word termity, Termity, I'm not gonna go through that definition right now because it's fucking stupid, but it has to do with my smut. Just know that. Next up, Antipus, Antepus, Antepus. I guess this one I'll go into the definition of because I think it's funny enough and quick enough. It's one of those, I don't know, there's an episode very early on where I mentioned I was creating a list of pre-cum names, different names for pre-cum because, I don't know, I thought pre-cum was lazy, I guess. And I came up with 10, somewhere between 10 or maybe a dozen different words, but Antipus was my favorite. It sounds very clinical to me, and my definition that I cooked up for it was the pus of before. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking dumb, kind of. But moving on, firmly. This one is stupid. Firmly. This one is, pretty dumb. Firmtley is a combination of the words firm and gently. Firmly. I don't know. I figured there should be one word that conjoins those two, because they're so often conjoined in sentences, firmly but gently. I don't know. I feel like there could be just one word to describe both of those adjectives. Those are adjectives, right? Hopefully. Good God. Kill me. There's more, but I can't remember / I don't want to spend more time talking about it. So 4:10 p.m. I forget to ask someone for music 2 days in a row. Oh yeah, I'm trying to ask random people their favorite musical artists. 6:45 p.m. I talk with... No, I already fucked it up. 6:45 p.m. I talk about old school memories with Jack while on the phone. And I'm editing the episode 10, I believe, of Resident Bummer at the same exact time as he's calling me. He invites me to watch a stream of him and his friend playing a game. I say, hell yeah. I think it was a game. I don't know. It could have been something else, but I could be wrong. I honestly was not familiar with the phrases and terms. So one of them, he mentioned whatever they were doing, and I was like, I don't think I necessarily know what that is, but hey, I'll watch you do it. Next up, I realized that I need to start using, R&B time as a term on the podcast. So currently we are on R&B time, Resident and Bummer time, I guess. I don't know, it sounded cooler when I came up with it. Now I'm just kind of wishing I would blow my brains out already. Question mark on this next entry. I realize I have to pick up Dad and go to dinner with him and some family friends. He invites me out to dinner, and I'm like, yeah, I'll take some free dinner with maybe a drink or two. We're going to call this family friend duo. It's a couple that likes to go out, old college friends of my dad's. We're going to call them Al and Eve. A-L and Eve. Al and Eve. Next up, I let Jack know that plans to watch this thing are shot, and then I drive home, change for dinner, take off. It's very fun to catch up with Al and Eve for the night. I think I had some pizza with pepperoni and chicken on top, that was tasty. I liked it. I finished the leftovers I brought home that night. Oh, and I have chicken tender leftovers that I'm gonna eat tonight, I think. I end up finishing the pizza later that night. Okay, the entry's right there, and I didn't even realize while watching Community. More Community, of course. Complete the upload after I get home and finish eating. Do some very light smut work until I go to bed. Long day of entries, but we're moving on to the next day, Saturday, April 5th. Excuse me for being out of breath. I'm just gonna catch my breath here real quick. Thank you for suffering with me through this catch breathing moment. I don't know, does that work? Can you say catch breathing moment? I just did, and I'm going to. So next up, 2:35 p.m. I wake up early, very, very early. What is this, Saturday, April 5th? Yeah, I can't fall back asleep. I go ahead and shit, brush, shower, and then sit on my phone while I'm in bed. After this, I claw my way out of the sheets, and I read one chapter of Cole Protocol. Oh, I can read a chapter of that tonight. Man, I haven't read a chapter in a couple days now. Very nice. Before I watch some Community, I work on smut at the same time. I do enjoy cross-referencing the show and pulling bits for my dialogue/references notepad that I'm keeping on a Google Doc. After this, I start pumping my arms to an episode of Mad Men, but I wash my clothes beforehand to maximize the efficiency of my session, I suppose. After this, side note, I gotta throw some ice on these puppies. They're getting so hot. Not really, they're just a little bit bigger than they've ever been, so I do like to inflate my own ego, I guess. Next entry, 3:20 p.m. I get done and watch some more Community because I hate myself and have nothing better to do. At 6:15 p.m. I go ahead and shave, shower again, and then I get my clothes out of the dryer and fold them. 6:45 p.m. I get dressed after some more Community, and then I head to the mall to listen to Khaled, I think the artist, Khaled. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I finished Sophie B. Hawkins. Very good stuff. Give her a shot if you have not before. 7:45 p.m. Nothing from Khaled's second album. Much more to go through, though. A chick with a buzz cut ends up sitting down across from me. She gets up and walks away, though. And after this, she comes back and sits down across from me again. A little while later, she leaves again, and both times when she leaves is when I look up and I'm like, oh, that was a bald chick. Okay, interesting. And after she takes off and never comes back, there are two people that I notice sitting across from me. Excuse me for the burp. Another burp. I can't quite tell who they are, but I do notice they sit down in front of me. So I'm like, okay, I just gotta act cool until they eventually leave, or I decide to leave. 9:55 p.m. is the next entry. They get up after so freaking long, and I go ahead and peek at them, and it's just two slightly overweight dudes, I think. Their backs were turned, so could have been like really fat lesbians, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. After this, I grab a few songs from the 2 or 3 Khaled, I don't know, Khaled albums I get through. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited to see how his music evolved. It was pretty neat little arc. I mean, a lot of it's kind of samey, but I don't speak the language, so that's naturally gonna happen. Next entry is I get home and I am asked by Desmond to play some Call of Duty with him and Michael. I tell him yes, I would love to, but I forget that we are going to do this, and I make some nuggets while watching some more Community. And I'm like, oh man, I just put some nuggets in. I forgot we were going to play. Give me like 30 minutes to eat these. He was like, that's cool. At 11:40 p.m., the next entry, I realize the code that I need for Xbox Game Pass. It's $10 cheaper if you get a 3-month physical code, I guess, from Amazon. Which I was like, okay, I'll do that. But I didn't realize it was a physical code until I ordered it. So then I was like, hey, Desmond, I can't play with you until Friday. Sorry. Yeah, fuck my life. That was stupid. I can't play with the boys for another week. I do splurge a little bit. I order I think it was like a $40 jacket from Amazon and another Halo novel. It's like an anthology book, I think. Just like some short stories in it. I want to say from across the universe, maybe. I don't know. I feel like a fucking nerd talking about it, so I'm just gonna take off onto the next point at 2:15 a.m. Tex is the only person I have let know about my smut. I don't think anybody else knows except for Desmond and Michael. I sound like a joke text, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I wrote some smut? I haven't updated them at all, though, so the next day of entries is going to be for Sunday, April 6th, set 11, day 3. Entry is titled, or entered at 3:35 p.m., but I wake up in the morning, I shower and brush, and then I watch some Community deleted scenes before I go into work. Change for work and drive to work, clock in, then Benjamin proceeds to bother me with inane questions throughout the day, would you imagine? Benjamin finally leaves and swaps with Hugo, or Hurley, of course. Fucking fantastic, 2 of my favorite people to deal with in the world. I hate to be down on them like this, but man, they can get kind of grating, like almost all the time. Hugo or Hurley tells me that I am being more of a dick more often. I tell him to stop rubbing off on me because it's gay. At 4:40 p.m. I clock out and head to the shoe store to get some replacement boots. There's like a little spot that's like kind of, I don't know, almost not torn, but it's like separated from the outer layer of the shoe, and it's like, looks like it would start tearing after another month or two of wearing it. And I was like, I don't like this. I want my boots to be nice forever. So I'm going to go back in and see if, I wonder if they're going to tell me to fuck off if I ask for like an exchange of boots. And they were very cool about it. They were like, oh yeah, we can get you another pair of boots. We can get it sent to your house as well, free of shipping. And guess what? These boots that you bought were actually marked down $10 from the last time you came in and bought them. So we're going to give you like a $10 gift card to go along with it. And I was like, say what? That's crazy. That was nuts. I felt I was in such a good mood that day. That is awesome. Next entry is at 7:15 p.m. I head back home for some more community. I tell my mom and dad about the sweet boot deal that I got, and my dad was like, oh, that's awesome. You gotta go tell mom. I was like, okay, I'll go and tell her right now, I guess. I knocked on her door, and I was like, guess what? I got a new pair of the same boots that I bought on Ash Wednesday. Yeah. Next entry says I gotta get some smut done. To be honest, I'm bloating out right now. I've just been binging a lot of community without working on the smut too much, which is not a good ratio. I feel like if I'm going to be continuing to watch community, I can at least channel some of it into this smut writing, but oh well. I hope I will get a bug into my ass. I want to finish... Okay, this is weird, but I do want to finish writing my first smut before I ever have sex. And then after I have sex, I can write another smut novel, and I can see which one is better. If like my pure of heart, untainted soul is more poetic and apt for the author's chair, I guess. More apt to put pen to paper. Yeah, go ahead and next entry here is at 10:15 p.m. I get some nuggets and I just watch some more community. No smut work, unfortunately. Dang it! Question mark for the final entry. Fall asleep in my unmade bed with my sheets in the washer/dryer. Can't remember. I wake up 2 or 3 hours later on my bed with it unmade, and I was like, I cannot continue to sleep on this unmade bed. I'm gonna go crawl into my sister's old bedroom and sleep in there because it's a guest bedroom now. That's basically always made. Pretty nice perk for that. Moving on to the next day of entries, Monday, April 7th, 9:35 a.m. Excuse me. I asked Jack if he has a racist libido at 5 in the morning. This is when I crawled into my sister's bed. I was like, I'm gonna just shoot this question off before I go to bed, and I don't get the answer that I'm exactly looking for. Kind of, I'm not gonna lie, man, he gave me like a non-answer, something I've already heard from him before, so I was like, no, I'm gonna dig deeper. At 12:40 p.m., next entry, I ask again, but more directly. I think the exact question I asked was, do you have any sexual preferences on race at all? Which is very forward. Much more forward than asking if he has a racist libido, I guess. Not really, though. They mean kind of the same thing, I think. Yeah, I wait for his response while I dress for work and watch some more community. Could you imagine? Oh, I don't know why I'm getting out of breath. I think it's because I'm so tired or something. I did also work out like an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Did some arms with Mad Men, of course. That's for later, though. 3:15 p.m. I clock into work, and I dislike Anna still very much. Richard and I do talk a bit about my after prom and Baldur's Gate 3, though, which is cool. I do mention the blackface bit where Chang is introduced as Brutalitops, the magician, a drow. I can't remember. Dang it, what is this glass? They gotta mention it somewhere in the episode, but I'm blanking yet again. Another quick aside here, I've got a very fuzzy and warm memory of my visit to after prom. So, long story short, there was this girl at after prom, and she was slightly drunk, and she just started resting her head on my left shoulder, I think it was, while we were sitting in the gymnasium. And that's basically the end of that story. After this, 12:10 a.m., I can't remember the rest of work, so I guess I dislike Hugo or Hurley throughout the shift. 1:40 a.m., Richard asks me to stay an extra hour. I say okay, and then I clock out late. Get home and greet my uncle and aunt. Then I'm grilled about my career status by my aunt. She's not having it, man. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. The places I'm interviewing for, I don't even want to work for. They won't even hire me. They do tell me they like my interviewing prowess, but there's just people with more experience, so I'm not getting anything right now. Crawl to my room for some more community, until I start a show called Love on Netflix. It's alright, but at least it's not more community, I guess. Something different. After this, I eat some pizza with my aunt and uncle, go downstairs again. After my dad gets home with the pizza, I think he had the pizza when he got home. I'm not sure. Sister and her husband and son get over as well. So, yeah. 2:50 a.m. I'm gonna get back upstairs and watch a few more episodes of Love, then a few more episodes of Community, because why not, I guess. Moving on to the next day of entries, we have set 11 day 5, 10:25 a.m. I wake up very early and shower before I send a message to Jack. I follow up and let him know that he can always decline any question I ask. It's no worry though, because he just got busy. He had a full day, and he just did not have or I'm sure it just slipped his mind. I don't hold it against him in the slightest, because he tells me about, like, every week he's got, like, something going on basically every night of the week. It's insane. So I do not hold anything like that against him. No cause for alarm. I was honestly more scared that I offended him or scared him with the libido question, but that's fine. Moving on, or it's not fine, it's great that I didn't do that. More than great that it's just, busy schedule. After this, I watch even more Community while chatting on Discord a bit more with Tex. It's weird how bipolar she is with even messaging. Some days it'll be like a crazy amount of messages, and the other days it'll be nothing at all. I don't understand it. It's weird. Whew, man, I'm constantly out of breath. I don't know what's going on with this episode. Next entry is at 12:25 p.m. Jack gives me a bit more to chew on, and I'm loving it. He's giving me some more messages throughout the day, and I'm like, oh yeah, message me, bro. I can talk to you. Alright. I'll throw you some bones as well. I can't really pay attention to Community, and I don't want to either while this is happening, so I'm glad to get away from Community. 1:35 p.m. I change for the mall, but I asked Tex for her suggestion on whether I should wear a jean jacket or a rainbreaker. She lets me know, and I hop into the jean jacket and head out to the mall. 2:20 p.m. I drink some water before I take off because I'm feeling thirsty. Got a little preemptive there, hopping out to the mall, but now I hop out to the mall. 3:45 p.m. I work up the courage to ask another stranger about their musical interests, and they say Blink-182. I think that I cover my exploration of Blink-182 on this podcast. I think I might have, which is cool. Mad respect to that lady. She looked a little older than me, so I have no problem calling her lady, I guess. Oh, God. I'm just going to catch my breath for another second or two. I don't know what's going on. I guess I should start sitting down on more of these podcasts, but it's healthier to stand, isn't it? Whatever. At 4 p.m., I get another person to tell me their interests before I take off from the mall. This next girl says Drake, A$AP Rocky, and The Neighborhood. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Any of it, honestly. Love to hear any of it. I'm not going to lie as well. I do love the little smile that comes up on most people's faces after I ask, and they're just sitting there pondering it. They're like, oh, that's a good question. Let me think about that. And it kind of gets them smiling. I like it. I love the cheesin'. I love the cheesin'. At 10:50 p.m., I do some very light work on my smut. I get home. I do some very light work on my smut. I mostly gather some notes while watching Community. At some point, I go crazy and I had like 15 people from a separate Discord server that I don't believe I've mentioned yet. One person instantly adds me back. I tell them I know another person. They mention and they say, wait, what? Oh my god, I think autocorrect fucked me up when I was writing this because I have no idea what this... Okay, I'm going to try and just verbatim it from memory. I remember this person was talking about another person that I know very lightly. We've watched maybe like 4 or 5 movies together over the internet. Maybe a couple more than that, but this separate person is friends with this other separate person that I just added on Discord. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm terrible at keeping up with people. I should probably reach out to this other separate person that we're both talking about and ask them to play a game of Dead by Daylight. And I was like, yeah, I'm really terrible at that too. And then there's like one or two tears that pop up, but I blink them away because I'm a man. Oh, I'm a man. That's what I'm talking about. Next up at 12:25 a.m., I swap some memes with another addition on Discord. It's pretty fresh. They ask who I am, so I give the spiel, and they're pretty cool. They're like, oh yeah, it's always good to meet another person. I'm like, very much the same. I feel the same. Question mark on this next entry. I binge some Community for the rest of the night. I try to contemplate when Pierce died and Kevin appeared for the consistency of my smut that I'm writing. It's kind of a key detail in that little story I'm concocting. At set 11, no. Next day of entries is Wednesday, April 9th. Set 9. Oh my god. I'm losing my mind. Guys, set 11, day 6. Holy cow. 3 p.m. I wake up and I tell Jack my first name. And 7 is also my favorite number. I let him know, I guess, for some reason. 4:30 p.m. I shit shower and change for work. I forgot my watch and my bracelet, so I feel kind of naked throughout the day. Those are my magnets, man. Those are my freaking magnets that I adorn my precious guns with. That's what I call my arms, of course, if you were not catching on there. 10:30 p.m. Holy cow, this is a late entry. 10:30 p.m. I forgot to mention a week or so ago that I washed some clothes with some tissues. I think maybe inside of one of my pants pockets. Now it's freaking everywhere in my drawer with all my folded clothes just because it was inside of, I guess, some of the clothes when I folded them, and now it's a nightmare. Also, I forgot to ask some people about music on this day. I need to work on that more. Yesterday was dope. Got some musical recommendations, always good. I called my manager Slade again. Weird little fact he told me about his dad. Can't remember if I mentioned that on the previous episode, but he was like, yeah, my dad's really into comics, and he was gonna name me Slade, but my mom wouldn't allow it. And I was like, probably a good idea, but I'm now gonna call you Slade whenever I get the chance. So I might just rebrand him. That would be cool if I gave him, if I gave Richard a new name on the podcast, new naming scheme. Next entry, Hugo Hurley says he wants to slap me. Oh, he gets violent. He's like, oh man, I really want to slap you today. I've never wanted to smack you more in my life. And I was like, oh man, I guess I need to chill out on poking him. Yeah, he's really gotten me into a fit of ire, I can't lie. Just all of his constant nagging and stuff over the years, it's built up, I suppose. I don't know. I clock out and head home. My mom gets home right after me. Then after this, I watch some Community because I hate myself and have nothing better to do with my time. My dad texts me and says we're going out to trivia. I totally forgot this was happening. I drive and meet Al and Eve, as well as the other people out at trivia. The other people out at trivia gift me 2 tequila shots, and I also ordered 2 drinks myself. This was quite the tipsy night. I also know one of the trivia questions for one of the songs that played. Sorry, I got a little far away from the mic there. Hotel California by Eagles. The Eagles. Uh-oh. I'm showing my incompetence right now. I actually don't know if there's a the in front of their name, because I haven't gone through their stuff, and I only listen to, I think, Hotel California. It's like the one song that I have from them. Which is, it's waned a little bit in my opinion, but it's still a good song to listen to. It's like a 7.3, 4, maybe, somewhere around there. Oh well, 10:40 p.m. I get home and watch some more Community, and then I swap some GIFs, and images with some more Discord friend additions. I don't know how to phrase them, so I'm just going to say people who added me on Discord. After this, I shave and shower before I crawl into bed for the night while watching some Community. Here, I go to bed pretty early while drifting off to the dulcet sounds of even more Community. Moving on to our next day of entries, set 11, day 7. 1 p.m. I wake up earlier than usual, realize I won't fall back asleep. Then I shower and brush my teeth. Here, damn dude, I forgot something. I think it might have happened last night. And for some reason I thought it was Khalid. I don't know. Khalid, I don't know. Definitely not, because I mentioned it multiple times throughout this podcast. Next entry here, I guess I didn't remember it. 5:45 p.m. I see a spider at work, and also Benjamin interrupts me on my break once again. That's so cool, man. I love it when that happens. I get home and Jack gives me a call. We talk for a bit about D&D, the vacation we might be taking in 2 months, or maybe 2 years, who knows. Coworkers that we hate, and just some more general stuff about our lives, I guess. He hangs up to check out a new car that he's thinking about buying. He doesn't know if he's going to pull the trigger. It's from 2010. Subaru Forester, I think. I've never driven one, so I have no idea what it's like, but I've seen them. So, next entry here is at 7:25 p.m. I waste some more time watching Community, and I am unsure of when I will eventually work up the courage to work out my arms and then record some more Resident Bummer. Oh boy, what I'm doing right now. Next entry is at 10:20 p.m. I finally get up and watch some Mad Men while squatting and arming, I guess, is a verb I typed into my journal. Arming. I don't know if that works, but we're we're going with it. At 10:50 p.m., I watch some more Community before I record this episode of Resident Bummer, of course. 11:15 p.m., I almost fall asleep before recording while watching Community. A close one. Yeah, I was sitting in my chair with my eyes closed for like one or two solid minutes, and then I opened them. I was like, uh-oh. Nope, we gotta get this episode pumped out, or at least recorded, and then we can edit it the next day, as usual. But, yeah, that is the final entry for this set of journal content, you guys. This is another episode almost in the can. I'm trying to remember what I talked about. I'm so tired right now, I don't even care. I'm just gonna wrap this episode up because, oh my god, I can't lie, I just wanna crawl into bed. It's like 6 minutes from midnight, so I'm just gonna watch some Community. Oh no, but I have to read an episode of my book. What the fuck does that mean? I'm tired, okay? I know you can't read an episode of a book. I know that's not how it works. You can't judge me for it. I'm tired. Oh, man. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and ask it now, I guess, because fuck trying to remember what I talked about this week. Am I really making a podcast? Or am I just jerking off?